are you? I'm Lisa from Sweet and Sassy Treasures. That's Charlie barking. And we're so happy you're here with us. Pam and I go live every Tuesday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do a live tutorial. If you're catching us live, you will see in this corner, right? How come? Oh, you know what? I'm on my FaceTime camera. I'm on the wrong camera. No, I'm on the right camera.
It's okay. I can't pull anything up on here that's just frozen.
Oh, because I was doing it wrong. Right there. It'll say live in red. Hi, Joey. Hi, Kathy. So we are super excited. And on Wednesdays, I do what we call a Lisa Inspired Tile. And I got a question last week, which reminded me that not everybody knows what they are. So memory tiles are put together to make a gallery wall. And the idea behind it was an artist out of Ontario who I guess meant them to be purchased maybe while you're on vacation, and then you build this wall of memories. For me, it's remembering the lives that I've done and the meaning behind the tiles. So that's what they are. Hi, Emmy. How are you, sweetie? I know now when I see Emerson that it's you. So I'm going to flip my camera over and talk about what we're going to be using. So I'm starting with the 5x7 wood gallery blank. Sorry, I've got to adjust my other camera here. And I've got a thin coat of embossing medium on here to give it some texture. And then it's base coated in white swan paint. Then I've got this Monahan paper, and it is listed under this week's live products. And I thought this was perfect for what I wanted to do. So it is called Happy Halloween. Hey, Joe. Hi, Vincetta. And so we're going to use this. And then I just got these in, and I only have about 4 of them. This is an Andy Skinner stencil, and it's spooky spiders. So we're going to use that as well. So I already had my paper cut out the way that I wanted it, and I misplaced it, which anybody who knows me knows that that is not all that unusual. So I've got quite the glare here. See if I can't tone that down just a little bit. I don't know what Shirley is barking at. So I'm going to take my sanding block. And since I already cut this out, I have an idea of which section of the paper that I'm using. So I want the spider to show. I don't want any portion of the plaque to show. And then that looks like it's about right. Let me see on the one that I cut earlier. I would have loved to have had this part of the web in there, and I could cut it apart and piece it together, but then I lose too much of my pumpkin. So I do want to make sure that it's straight. And that's going to be good right there. So I'm just going to take my sanding block and outline where I want to cut this. I want to talk about deja vu because I just did this. And if your sandpaper is fresh, this will actually do a really good job of cutting your paper. Normally I deposit first. Not today. No. So I'll just use that as a guide and cut my paper. You know what, Pam? I forgot to take 2 of these out of inventory, these Happy Halloween papers. Oh my God. You know where the paper is?
Where?
In the back room, because I spray sealed it.
No.
Because I was just thinking, normally I spray seal these. Do you mind grabbing it? Because it's already spray sealed. You guys, we spent 10 minutes looking for it.
Yep.
But I like to spray seal it so it doesn't get bubbles. And I'm going to use gel medium. To apply the paper just because it's sitting here from a project that I did earlier.
That's pretty funny, Lisa.
Oh my gosh, I don't even believe it.
We were so perplexed as to where it could be.
Yeah, look at that. Ta-da! So this is just regular matte gel medium. I use Liquitex brand.
Hello, Denise, Deb, Sherry, Mary, Joey, Rosetta, Kathy. All the friends.
And with a heavier paper like this, gel medium is really a good call. But I spray it with Rust-Oleum Matte Sealer because it helps prevent wrinkles and bubbles. If anybody was waiting on one of these felt-covered squeegees, they are back in stock. We had a rice paper Pam really wanted me to use, and it would have been really cool, but I just kind of fell in love with this. So now I'm going to take, I just happen to have a wood block sitting here so I can prep this up. And I'm going to sand those edges because your paper will stretch a little bit. And I like a raw edge so that my black paint seeps into my paper a little bit. Next thing I'll do is coat this with Big Top. When I sprayed the paper, I sprayed both sides, the front and the back. So when I put my Big Top on, it'll repel just a little bit. Let me grab my Big Top. It's not out yet, is it? No, I don't. I love Monahan papers too, Joey. They're awesome. And I know that you guys never get to see the difference that putting the texture medium makes, but it just gives your surface a little bit of depth to it. Let me see. You can see it like right there, what it does. And if you run your sander over it, that's kind of cool too. I'm just not sure that that's the look that I'm going for. I think Kathy had asked about, hey, Debbie, about the gilded transfers. And I'm going to add one to this just so that you guys can see what it does. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. This was a paper I was really excited to get, and we got it late in the season last year. Big Tap just dries so quickly. So now I'm going to think about what I want to do with the stencil. So I love that it has the spider right there. And then I've got these, and I'm not going to use all of them. I think I'm going to have this one go from right there, and then I'll probably use that one somewhere too, but I'm going to get them on there one at a time. Initially, I'm just going to use Little Black Dress paint on it. And then I think I'm going to use Little Black Dress Metallic, although they are not related. They just happen to be the same name. All right, this is clogged up. I'll work right out of the lid here. I guess I'll use a stencil brush. I much prefer a sponge. So let me see where I want this to go. I want it to go, I think I like it right here. And is that going to be straight? It seems like it's pretty straight to me. So I'm looking just at this bottom margin to see, and I couldn't measure it, but I think that looks pretty good. But that's how I would know. Oh, you know what? My ruler's right here, actually. So I'm just going to measure here. I'm at 1 1/8. It's just a little bit higher, actually. There we go. I got a little bit on my paper, not where I wanted it to be, but that should wipe right off because I have Big Tap on here. That looks so cute. It may not need anything else. We'll see. So I'm going to dry that. You know, thoughts are I could use black onyx, German glass glitter. I could use Little Black Dress Metallic. I already mentioned that. I think I'm going to add one more, but I need this to be dry. Yeah, I thought about it too. All right, so now, nothing on the back here really to speak of. I think doing another one, like right here would be good, but I need to get the spacing right. So I'm just going to go, centimeters don't work for me. I thought maybe it would. Oh, that's 1 inch exactly. So that means it needs to go right here. What do I want to do? Something to mark that with.
Piece of blue tape?
Yeah, please.
Just a baby piece, right?
Just a real baby piece. Thank you. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to get it there, and then I'm going to pull it out of the way. And that's risky because if my sealer wasn't dry, it's really risky. All right, now I want it. Let's see. see here. And I'll do it the right way. It's 1 5/8. Oh, perfect. Okay, just make sure I'm gonna like it right there. You know what? Doesn't matter. That's where it's going. Like it or not.
He's gonna be sitting right on the, yeah.
I know. That's the thing that I was looking at.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait a minute. It's gonna go into. I have to move it over a little because it's gonna go into the stem. The other. So it's got to go there. I tend to be more of a swirler. They're so cute. I bought all that Teresa had. I know, right? I know. Maybe I don't need to worry about that right there like I am. He's so cute. Okay.
Hi, Shannon.
So
Hi,
now
Sherry.
I'm going to paint the sides black. This isn't going to be rocket science, but it sure is a fun one.
It sure is cute.
I'm wondering if I want a third, because remember I was going to do those little signs. Do I want a third?
There's a third one on there.
Let's see.
He's not the same one. He's the eensy weensy one.
I wonder if I want, like, hold on, let me try this. I think I want a third. Decision made. So I'll do the same thing, the spacing. I just make sure that I can see, oops, underneath this in a paper towel. I'll just grab another stencil brush. I don't have any of my good stencil brushes here. This is fine, Pam, don't worry about it.
Where are they?
So I'm gonna line this one up. And then I should be able to go right to the top. And then that'll go on his hat, which I think is good. Like that.
Lynn says hi. Lynn's here to leave.
Hi, Lynn. Boy, it's family day today. This one right here, I'm doing. Still may use little black dress, not sure.
Thanks for sprinkling, Tracy.
Did you stir that, Pam, the little black dress?
Probably stirred again.
Let me see it.
Check it out. And here's what I stirred it with this stem right here. It might have settled quickly.
What the heck? You only live once.
You wanted it?
Hold on. Let's see. What do I got going on here? This one. So when I put this on, it's going to look gray, but it dries black. I'm going to use a brush. Oops. I like what that did. That was pretty cool. All right. Well, that one's drying. Go back to this one. Just make sure. You want to make sure you don't have anything on the back of your stencil that's going to mark up your paper. Let me go to this one. Line it up.
Ooh, I can see it.
Here we go. I should really be using a stencil brush. The metallics are thin, so they're going to want to run. It just gives it a little bit of oomph. You could paint little eyeballs on there if you wanted.
Use black texture. Do they have black texture?
They have black pens. I don't have any.
I was thinking like an embossing medium.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, but that would be kind of hard to do. But wouldn't their little eyes be, they'd probably be orange for this.
Bright yellow or gold or
Green, purple. Look at us, we know our colors. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. I just realized that my spider on my witch hat at pottery class only has 6 legs.
oh.
I missed 2 of the legs.
Did that just pop in your head just now?
Yes, as I was counting how many legs I was doing. There's a spot for their little eyes too. Very tempting. All right, let me do the sides first.
Super cute. Hello, Brenda.
Yesterday's pumpkins were really, really fun.
Yes, little gems for the eyes would be good if we had tiny ones.
I have little ones. I don't know if they're small enough though.
I feel like we did this last year with spiders. Of some
Yeah.
sort. We need to get some teeny ones.
So now what we're going to do So I'm going to use the Apothecary Labels Stamp. Make sure I got an edge everywhere I wanted one. And it's nice when you have a thicker brush like this, you get a little bit of a nicer edge. Try that. So what were the words? Do you remember? Spooky?
Haunted, haunted. It's a haunted, something.
My stencils could be more perfect. I'm not going to lie. Yay, Tracy. Yeah, I like these. The color is just so pretty. You know, I wasn't even drying the part I was supposed to be drying. That fell out. That'll work for. Need to just touch that up right there. So I've got manila cardstock that I always have. I use it a lot. And so I'm going to use that to make labels for the spiders. And what I'm thinking, Pam, is it would be like their names.
Right.
So I like Spooky, Ookie. What would be the third one? Oh, I like that. Spooky, Ookie, and Eek. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so yeah, my stenciling could be a tad bit improved.
I can't see anything for here.
So here is my manila paper. Let me just slide this over to the side. And I'm going to grab my Apothecary Label Stamp. And I need it to be a small font. Oh, of course, the one with the Y that's missing.
No.
You want to grab another one and we'll just take it out of inventory.
Watch those babies like a hawk.
I don't want the varsity type letter. And I do like these, but they're too big. Might be able to use these. Hold on, Pam.
You mean they're not open yet?
Yeah. Might be able to use these.
That paper is called Happy Halloween.
And it is under this week's live products. So I need a little thin mount. I love these, and I have them, like, I cut mine up into all different sizes. So I'm going to cut this one smaller. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use ink or paint yet. So I'm just going to cut off, I don't know, like that much will be good.
Mara just released a YouTube showing projects with the new IOD products.
No. So that was an error. And yeah, she's pulled it down since. So yeah, she made a mistake. Okay, so normally that works, but my blade is dull. I'm just going to cut this. Okay. So now I am going to use, because these are smaller down here, I'm going to use those. Yeah. It was,
I wonder what made her realize it.
long story. This is actually a really good font right here. S.
See what happens when you have your husband help you with stuff?
SP.
That would be a Pam thing.
O. Then you got to leave space for the O. But I'm going to get the K. And that'll help me with spacing.
Any new wording on the release,
Here.
Lisa, since yesterday?
No, not a thing. I'm going to just use the Q for spacing here. Now, Y. And then I'll take that Q out. Oops, doesn't work if you move all the rest of the letters. Okay, I'll take it out after I get it in the right spot. All right, that's good enough for now. Get it on my thin mount. That'll just help me with spacing. So now I'm going to move S, P, put the Q there, but not press it down. O, K. As if no one knows how to spell spooky. You know, I'm spelling it for you here. All right, let me see. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm gonna try, can I have a foam brush, please, Pam?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna try paint, but I'm not convinced that that's what, I wonder if I should try ink first. Let me try ink first, because that's gonna be easier. And when I really want it juicy, I press from the top down. So like that. That there. Line this up where I would want it on this tag. And then I'll just take off everything but the O. Ink that puppy up. Oh, don't do it on your paper. What am I doing? There we go. Now I'm going to line that up. Put it there. Now I'm going to do Spooky, which is going to be easy because I have all the letters out already. Let me wipe this off. There we go. This is actually the perfect size font. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to stick. So you wipe the back of it. It's either I have debris on the back of the stamp or on my thin mount, or both. It's still wet. Oops. When in doubt, wipe it on your pants.
Not white pants, are they?
No, they're work pants. Oh. Okay. Okay, so now get those on there. I'm going to go to the other side where I've got the edge. Take those off. Oops, I need the O. There we go. Line that up. And now eek is E-E-K. Halloween words have lots of repeat letters, I'm noticing. To make sure that I don't lose these, you guys, I'm just going to wipe them off with baby wipe instead of taking them to the sink. Okay, so I'm going to go to this other edge. Actually, I should be able to put it right here, up in this corner. Take off the K.
I was working on a project when my doctor called and I got stickies on my phone. Stickles. I think she meant stickers or stickies.
Okay, that's so fun. All right, I'm just going to put all the letters I just used on my thin mount. So hopefully I don't lose them. And I'm really happy with the black ink. So that was a good call. Black paint would have been good too, but. So now I'm just going to empty that out. And I'm on a thin margin. That's good. Cute. Well, what I'm hoping is it doesn't eat up too much of my background. So I'm afraid of that part of this. I haven't tested it yet. Normally I just use scissors. I'm going to have to for that part. I just never cut straight. I lost a word already.
Word or a
Ookie's missing. Oh, duh. Trim this down a little bit too. Okay, now I'm going to take my Distress inks. I like to bend these. Don't want them to look all new. I love these. Leave it to IOD to make all the difference. Okay, this is antique linen, but I'm using it with an already used pad, so it shows up a little bit darker, which I really like. I love that you thought of Eek. Eek is so good. Okay.
I come up with some good stuff.
Every now and then, right? This is going to make all the difference in the world. Okay, I'm going to use my Pent Art glue pen because it's the best. This express glue. It has a fine tip on it. And so Spooky's going to go there. And I like to run like to have a paper clip handy. I'll run a bead. My arthritis is so bad today. On either edge here. Whoa. It doesn't normally do that. It's because I just unclogged it. There's Spooky.
My camera is so far behind.
There we go.
Come on, I can't.
Whoops. Spooky. That's so fun. And Eek's going to go up there. Like, is this not just the most fun ever?
It's really cute. Oh, I love them.
So I don't like my labels to lay flat. Oh my God, it's just so fun. The only complaint I have with myself is my stencils not being perfect.
Can't see it from here though.
Well, you couldn't see it no matter what. You can tell that they're spiders, which is cool. So, Spooky, Ookie, and Eek. Okay, I'm done with my other camera. So all I have to do is seal the sides. And like, you totally could use German glass glitter, but I think it would fight with the vintage look of the labels. That's just what I think.
So cute.
Isn't it fun? Who would have thought that's where I was going with it? Not me, necessarily. Pair this with the ghosts, and you got yourself a mini
Ooh, yeah.
Halloween gallery wall.
Yes.
If you want to hang tight, I'll show you a bunch of new papers and stencils that came in just as soon as
Black velvet powder.
yes, black velvet powder would be super cool. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. All right, we're gonna go through real quick stencils. And Pam, could you just pretty please put the top on this for me? So these are, I'll tell you where they're located on the website. I don't have them under this week's live products yet. I should be able to set this right on these. Okay. Let me move this up. So here are stencils. So you've already seen, and again, I only have 4 of these. It's Spooky Spiders. Whoops, that's upside down.
Hi, Susie.
And then these are stencils that we used on our panels in the Decoupage Queen workshop by Bacillus. And when I do mine, I'm going to definitely be incorporating these. Again, it's under stencils on the website. This I absolutely love. It's a distressed harlequin. And then look at coffee rings and paint splatters. I don't know how I missed this before. So we've got those. Actually, you guys, it's going to make more sense if I do this. All right, now we're going to go through the papers real quick. Are they all right there,
Yeah,
Pam?
you get them hanging, I think.
So that's what we were doing when I was supposed to be live. I was adding stuff to the online store. Okay, then hopefully, this is not, this we've had. So the Raven is back in stock. Yep, that one too. So the Raven is back in stock. And this will be the last batch of these. I laid them down, you guys, forgetting that I switched the camera.
Hi, Betty.
So the Raven is back in stock. Hi, Shirley. I haven't seen you. How are you? Here you go, Pam. I'm going to just hand these to you real quick. This one, I absolutely love. It's new to me. This paper. Again, this is the last time. I'm not restocking any of these. Oh, my fingers aren't working. Okay, here. And then,
Oh, he's got the Coca-Cola. It's a
I
Coca-Cola
know.
Santa.
I love this tree. I'm not doing a good job here. Hold on.
I didn't realize he had the Coke.
I love this. It's not showing up very good on camera. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. Here, moving these around with black paint in the vicinity is really scary. This one I've had before, and I got it back in stock. Did you relist this, Pam, or were you able to find it?
I could not find it, but I went to put it in, and it showed like I think it was already in there.
So is it in there now?
Yes, I don't remember what it was under.
So that one. Keep it aside so we can double check. This one is also, I've had before, one of my favorites. Love that. This one is new to me. Beautiful. So all of this is under rice papers, and it would be the top ones when you look, because whatever we had recently. It should be under Christmas too. If you give me 5 minutes, I will make sure they're under Christmas, and that'll make them easier to find. This little snowman's new. These are all US paper. Nevermore we've had, then just the LeBlanc can. Blue ones. So these are LeBlanc papers. This is the only time I'll get these in. The owl. This is so gorgeous. This 3-pack. So there's the castle. Look at that Santa. Gosh, he's gorgeous. And then, whoops, and then a bigger one. The blues are just so, so pretty. And then this one are these little angels. by LeBlanche. And then the last one is this one.
The colors on that.
Isn't it just beautiful? Just beautiful. All right, you
You're gonna
guys.
show some gilding real quick.
Oh,
Put that on there.
crap. Yep, I'm going to show gilding. All right.
I promised Kathy, but then I
Here.
forgot.
Take that.
I just messed you all up.
Nope.
Well, this is all messed up.
If it's not going to go on here well, then I'm going to have to grab something else, hopefully laying around. So I'm going to use something from Etiquettes because I need something small. Hi, Charlie. Everybody could hear you barking. So here's Etiquettes. And what I would want is just some gold wording, almost something like that to bring in where it's not going to, do I have anything else handy I could put this on?
You want to put it on, like, one of these?
No, it won't go on there because it's rough. Nope, the ghost it won't work on because that has
This?
nope. I mean, it might go on there, but it's not the best one for me to show. All right.
Can't get any smoother than that.
I know, but that it won't show up. I'm gonna go right just on top of this paper is what I'm gonna do. So here's the paper, and I'm gonna just use I'll just use this. And one of the things I really like is that there's background lettering on everything.
No
And I
glass
love
jars
that.
hanging around, Betty said.
Pardon?
No glass jars hanging around. Oh, I feel like you're hearing them.
But I feel like it should be painted black. Like, don't I have anything that's painted black? How about in that bin over there, Pam? Hey. That sunflower sign, I wonder if I could do it on that. That's tall, sticking up.
This?
Yeah, that. I don't know if it'll show up. We got a bunch of stuff sitting over there. I'm just looking for,
Would it go with that?
I don't know.
Since it's dark and it's got.
I could, I mean, let me try because that I know has, this is sealed. So I'm just going to do it on here, this sign.
Yeah, her too.
And it does look, oh, that would look good on there. That's just scrap, really.
You want to try it on that one?
I don't know if
It's
it'll show
salvageable.
up.
Oh, it might not.
Okay. We'll try it on here. Okay, did I grab a stick? I hope Kathy's still on here.
Oh, come on, there should be like
50 of them sitting right there. I know. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in this area right here. Should be fairly smooth.
Kathy says, I'm here.
Oh, yay. So I took the backing off, and I don't know when. We have to go. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to go right there. So with this, it's a it's a watch and see kind of thing. So with a transfer is a sheet of plastic. And so what you're trying to do with a transfer is get the edge of that plastic stuck, and then you can just kind of roll it onto your piece.
Yeah, Deb Hammond says this is a bugger to transfer. So good. Hopefully you can show them that it.
Yeah, now I'm nervous, you guys, because I don't know what's on this surface. This is from like a year ago, a workshop that I took. So this is gold foil, and you're trying to take the gold foil from the shiny spots onto your project. So I'm going to start right here. I've got to put my brace on because I know this is going to kill me.
Daddy got a little puppy and miniature dash hound that's only 2 pounds.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so now that might be a little tight, but I'm just going to start, and I'm only focusing on that gold part. So when it starts transferring, I don't know if you can see right here. See that like gap? It's because it's off my carrier sheet onto my project. That's what that gap is. So you want to lift and rub at the same time. So I'm coaxing it off the sheet, and you'll see that it becomes like gray. So I'm just lifting, and I can tell because the foil appears wrinkled that it's transferring. My stick is almost parallel with my surface. I'm not digging in. You want to make sure that your surface is sealed. So let's say that, and I'm sure it's going to happen here, that I have a spot where I didn't get everything transferred. Just lay it back down and rub it on. So I'm not parallel right now, but I'm probably the small stuff. It's no way like a regular transfer. Absolutely. But it's the angle. It's not the rubbing. So like I get it on there, and then I lift and I push and I'm pulling toward myself at the same time, if that makes sense. So like that's a small spot. Let me just get this pretty well adhered. So that's on there. So I'm not parallel, but I got this right here, folded at almost 90 degrees, and then I'm pushing and lifting. And the smaller the detail, the harder it's going to be able to see that it's on there. I mean, the Queen of the Nile, that's big. That's like 12 by 16. And probably took me a half hour, I'd say, to get that on there. So I'm lifting this up and pushing and pulling, if that makes any sense. I'm applying a decent amount of pressure. Let me get this off my lap here. But I'm not digging in. So you definitely need it to be sealed. But if I'm not lifting and pushing at the same time, it's not going to work. Yeah, LeBlanche, I don't know if it's new to them, but I think it's new to us in the US, the rice papers. Perhaps, I don't know. I know it's new to Decoupage Queen, which is where I get my rice papers, so. So I'm lifting. And it's just like the paint and lace. No, it's not just like paint and lace. The paint and lace, that was like a brand new concept. But it's like the paint and lace in the regard that it's new. So, you know, we have to get used to how do we do it for optimal results. So I'm just, you can see I'm lifting. And if you look at my carrier sheet, you can see it's pretty clear. So I'm getting a really good result. If anything, I found that the letters are going to be a little trickier to transfer. So I just take a peek before I move my sheet.
Job H said it was a lot easier when she did it on glass.
Oh, for sure. That's why you need it to be a sealed surface. Like that's where Big Top, you know, something with a sheen, or I would imagine, haven't tried it, clear liquid patina would be good because it stays kind of tacky, but you know, that can be a negative too. So I'm holding it in place. I see a little spot on this little swirly that didn't come out right there. But I was just doing, you know, being stupid. I laid it flat and rubbed it. You've got to lift it and rub it. There's some like right here I can see. Oh, what am I? Still? I'm up there. So now I'm going to take, so there's probably just a couple of little spots, like the middle of the N didn't work. So I'm going to line that up and I'm going to put it in place and lift. And there we go. The swoopy on the R. You like my technical terms here? Actually, I don't think there is a swoopy on the R. So I'm just going to do that. And now, like I was scared to death that Big Top, Pam. Big Top? Anywhere? Who knew that's where it was? Huh. Like I thought Big Top would ruin it. Kathy, how do I want to say this? I'm just going to say this. I only use liquid patina to decoupage, period. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so now, and you know, would I have picked to put it on this thing? No, you know, probably not. But when you seal it, it just like gives it the perfect reflection. It's just so good. Did I maybe? No, I got like there's a little itty bitty piece right here that I messed, but you know, I'm not going for perfect when I do these. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it. It's a little too much of me right there.
Turned out good.
Look at, it's just so cool. Doesn't really go with this aesthetic, but
It does now.
so, you guys keep letting me know if you have any problems. I think it's real beneficial when we do a live like this, because if you have a question, someone else does. And I'm super happy to address those things. But let's look at Spooky, Ookie, and Eek. That's so stinking fun. All right, you guys. I'm planning on Friday finishing my pumpkins, but I'm not sure what time. Because I'm trying to think. I've got something on Friday. I can't remember what. So it'll either be earlier, like before 1 o'clock my time, or later, like 9, 10 o'clock after the football game, because we have a high school football game. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you.
Everybody.
I will see you Friday. Maybe I'll go live from pottery class tomorrow and let you guys see what I got going on there. That would be fun. All right, bye. Bye, guys.